So, what is this framework? First of all, you should know that it is not a new extension, nor is it trying to get Typo3 or TemplaVoila to do new things. What it is this: a workflow, code base, and set of best practices for integrating a wide range of visual designs into Typo3 quickly and consistently. Let's look at some of the key features of the framework. The Busy Noggin QuickSite is a Typo3 installation that uses this framework. The QuickSite provides a working wireframe out of the box. All you need to do is produce a new skin that reflects your final site design. This brings us to the core templates and skins. The wireframe of the QuickSite looks like this on the front end. As we go to the back end and look at the templates directory, you will notice that it contains a directory of core files and the current wireframe skin. This particular installation also has a second skin available, a blue skin. Since the second skin is already developed, I am able to reskin the entire site by changing a few lines of TypoScript. To do that, I click on the list module and go to the root of the site. I then open the base TypoScript template where I change some file paths. After saving the template, I will clear the cache. Now let's view the results. At first glance, it is obvious that the CSS has changed. But on closer inspection, you will notice that much more has changed. There have been additional wrapping divs added to the HTML structure to allow for the top gradation on the background. The menu has changed as well. The new skin produces an accessible text menu that allows CSS to use Typo3 generated background images for styling with a non-standard font. All these changes were provided by the skin. There was no remapping of page templates to achieve this look. Once the skin has been developed, the content editor can change the layout of individual pages through special features provided by the framework. For instance, take this page as it looks on the front end. It has a main content area and a secondary content area. Let's go to the back end. Here you see a tab for the main content and a tab for the secondary content. But there is also a third tab called Feature Content. Since there is no content currently in this tab, it does not show up on the front end. I will now add an image and text to the feature area. We now go back to the front end to view our changes in a new tab. The feature area has now appeared with the new content. Let's make a few more changes to the feature. First, let's get rid of the text. Now let's go to the page properties and set the feature to bleed. The front end now looks like this. You see, each page can have three different looks: no feature, feature, and feature with bleed. And all these were provided by the same page template. But there is even more the editor can do. Taking the same page as an example, the editor can further modify the page layout through the use of special content elements that are included in the QuickSite. They are called utility FCEs. I am selecting a triple module group. I will first give a title to each module and save the group. I will now place content within each module. This is what it looks like on the front end. Modules have a lot of options, and I will change a couple of them. I wanted to distribute the modules as quarter, half quarter, and I will set the center module to be unframed. This is what we just had. This is what it looks like now. Notice that within the available space, the modules are distributed quarter, half quarter, and the center module is unframed. Here are a couple of screenshots of modules and other sites. Notice they look significantly different from one another, but it is the same code underneath. In addition to the triple module, there are single, dual, and quad modules. Utility FCEs can also generate columns and handle other special situations. Columns and modules automatically adjust to the content area into which they are placed. When using Typo3 and TemplaVoila to provide nested layouts, the back-end editing can quickly become very confusing. Look at this Typo3 page on the front end. If no adjustments are made, the back end will look like this. As more elements are added to the page, it will become even more confusing and involve more scrolling. This is what the same page looks like in the QuickSite. This look is obtained by placing code in the data structures to create tabs and reduce the visual clutter. Our video has only skimmed the surface of this approach. You can find a full explanation of the framework or download a copy of the QuickSite at TemplaVoila.busynoggin.com.